Episode 31, right?
You got
31?
it. You
Okay.
got it. I always love watching you count just to see if you're like, oh, how many is it now? But yeah, we're back for episode 31, VeVe Live with Corey and MC. Today is a super special episode. We're going to do a recap of San Diego Comic-Con, and we're going to have two special guests, and maybe even three, join us from our events team, and we're going to go through photos and have a blast. It's going to be great. And we're going to talk about a whole bunch of other stuff. We have a major reveal of a character at the end of this live stream, so stick around for that.
Good one.
And Corey, we're going to break down Spider-Man 2099 and a bunch of other stuff too. But how are you doing?
Doing good. Busy. It was super awesome. I'm glad we had the on-site team joining us today because they did such a phenomenal job giving us amazing videos and coverage and doing the interviews. Always love collaborating with them. So it'll be fun getting to spotlight the amazing work that they did today. But yeah, I think we're all just kind of recovering a little from San Diego Comic-Con. A lot of additional, like our standard, I think our Sandler's weekly tempos, like 90 something posts across all socials. Then you inject San Diego Comic-Con, it's like 195 posts across all socials with a 200% increase in video views and a 160% increase in impressions, all those good stats that you kind of expect whenever we're all pulling together as a team and really getting the stuff out there.
Yeah, it was crazy. Just like Corey was saying, I mean, our video views blew up this weekend because of the amazing
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for watching. And big shout out to our team. We'll give them some flowers when they show up here and they can tell us all about the experience. But, we had such a crazy weekend, like you said. And just before we get into all that too, though, I just want to shout out, we got Flexi Cat and we got Josh and OM Dub. All three in the chat that are, moderating and also doing the giveaways. We got a couple giveaways today, as always. So if you're new to the channel, what we do is we cover all sorts of VeVe stuff that we do all throughout the week. And also, if you can participate in the chat, say hi, you could win a VeVe digital collectible or comic, a random from the chat, all random just by participating. But thank you guys for what you're doing on Discord specifically. Flexi Collects in particular is your community manager on the community team here on YouTube. So if you have any questions, you want to do collabs, you have any ideas, just go to him. He's in the chat right now. He'll say hi and help you out. And but yeah, let's get into it, Corey, because we got lots to show today. Right now, I just want to start off with this while Corey's going through the chat. Our VeVe feed contest is now live once again on our X page, and we have great submissions from the community again this week. We took a break last week because of all the San Diego Comic-Con stuff, but that gave extra time for people to have fun and like build their collections. Next week, we might even have a Spidey feature, so make sure that you are in the VeVe app, doing some VeVe feed stuff in your vault, or and featuring Spidey, because maybe we'll do that. But look over here, Corey. We won't go. We have just a packed show today, but we just have a few that you can quickly look at right here. Look at PR Dong right here with the Galactus.
I love it.
I mean, they're all great, right?
Getting a little bit of a salt and sand and sun. I love it.
Exactly. Yeah. Repo Man. Look at Super Nintendo. Mike 420 right here with the Emily the Strange. I mean, Backdoor Kicks, Chombo. We got tons of great entries right here, and they're all on our X page to vote. So the way it works is if you vote, you have a chance to win. And the two people who get the most likes and loves on our X page will win. And but two voters will also win at random. But just share all the ones you love. If you love 5 of them, let us know all 5 and share them, retweet them. But look at this one down here. This one scares me. SDS Psalms.
World Breaker Hulk. He ain't got time for that. He's going to go up and give that guy a kiss right on the cheek with his fist and axe. I love it.
Exactly. Look at Wax Vision over here with the awesome collage of, look at the Winter Soldier. Like, that reminds me of the movie. Remember that?
That's it. He staged the scene, right? That's where, spoilers incoming, Tony finds out the dark past of the Winter Soldier in a climatic confrontation. One of the best fight scenes, like in my opinion, for early era Marvel, whenever Cap and old Shellhead square off. And what's cool about that is Cap's so unpredictable and he's so trained, but Iron Man, because the programming and the help from Jarvis, figures out his attack patterns, and it really comes down to sort of a heart versus technology fight, which is the classic juxtaposition of those two characters. I loved it. Like that was a really well done movie.
Oh, there I can go back and watch some anytime, 5 times
Hmm.
over. In fact, the Captain America and Winter Soldier movie to me is probably, just my opinion, one of the top MCU movies from that first age. That from phase one, I think they call it, is just like the fight scene, especially with the knife and the remember the van when it
Yep.
like that kind of freaked me out. I was like, he had so much aura, and I think we captured
Aura
it.
farming.
Yeah, exactly. I think we totally captured it. I think our team captured, our awesome, creators captured with the character that we dropped. So he looks amazing. But that feed that's going on right now. Everybody, just feel free to participate, have some fun with it, and play around with your VeVe feed as well. Now, this is also something I wanted to mention: the new unique set challenge, Corey. As we know, is going on right now until the 4th. So the way this works, you go onto our app, you collect sets you never had before. They add up. Of course, we have a leaderboard. It's underway. People are really enjoying it. Corey, we've seen a lot of, like activity based upon this.
For sure. And of course, there is a blog for this, so you can go check out the website if you're curious about what are the challenges for this run. But yeah, some crazy activity. For the people in the top 3, I don't even know how you collected that many things so quickly, like in terms of set completions, like just the amount of time it took just to compile that many sets.
Yeah.
But we love it. We're glad that you're all enjoying it. We're glad to see that people are in the app. We're going to be releasing some things in the app in the near future that are going to keep you in the app even longer. This is just the first of many amazing features and things that we're trying to do to really help you enjoy the whole experience a little bit better. Give you a reason, to click the VeVe heart, get into your collections. To be the world collects, it's not just about acquiring things, right? It's about sharing and having leaderboards and conversations and all that good stuff. So we're definitely on it.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be fun. The next challenge is going to be really fun too. So we'll stay tuned for that one, like you said. And then, of course, we'll get into this a little bit more in detail, but there is an interview that is up on our YouTube channel right now. This is the Johnny Depp Mechanical Cake Hyde interview, and this is really great. We'll talk about it too with our event team is going to come up. We have some photos from it. But this is on our YouTube channel right now if you want to watch it. It's a really great in-depth interview with that whole announcement. And David Yu gets into it. It's actually really good. So you can check that out. And at the same time, we also upload this to our YouTube channel. We had tons of coverage across all socials with videos and everything, but these are 2 that are on our YouTube that you can watch as talks. So David was talking the Future of Collecting panel, which is amazing with all of the different, companies all together, which is what we love. And you can watch that clip there from him talking what he was saying just in that bit. Those are both on the YouTube channel right now, but we'll get into those very shortly.
A shout out to David, who I thought did a fantastic job on his panels and his interviews. Love seeing the way that he's interacting and talking about our experience, especially with people who've never heard of VeVe, don't really know what digital collecting is. He was doing it too. It was really cool to see.
Oh, yeah, it was great to watch. And you can watch them right now. And there's other videos from the week as well. We're going to talk about the Collectors at Heart, too, at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that. That is an incredible video by Metaverse Life right there. So there we go. And then we had this announcement here. This wasn't an announcement. Sorry. It was an anniversary, Corey, of the brown and yellow suit of Wolverine. So on our X page, we did a giveaway and an anniversary, and people put a lot of photos in there. Corey, I mean, your memories of this is only a year ago, but man, it's one of the best.
Yeah, it was a good one. And it was a lot of fun to work. This was kind of like the early era of us getting access to the models, like actually being able to touch the models and work with them in Unity. And this was a really good one for us to have access to. And it also was the first chance where we were able to sort of trigger animations with camera motion. Right. So like as a camera would pan across the hand, you could shoot the claws out. We never had the capability of making promotions or videos that kind of highlighted digital collecting in that way. So for me and my team, this is a great memory. And what a beautiful result. The production team and the artists behind this just really, really delivered.
Oh, absolutely phenomenal. It's one of my favorite. I had to get the set. I'm sorry. I had to. Way back in the day, 1 year ago. Hey, how time
1 year ago.
We'll have more anniversary posts coming up too, but we celebrated that one right there. And this one just happened. We're just buzzing through some of the quick news here, everybody. like I said, if you're just joining us, we're going to have our San Diego Comic-Con events team come up here and join us and tell us all about the fun stories, go through photos. And then, of course, we have a character reveal drop at the end of the video, and we're going to review Spider-Man 2099. And you could win a giveaway in the chat if you're just showing up, because I noticed a lot of people just popped in. But this is great right here. So we had this, if you guys are collectors right here, of the good and the bad right here, on our app, you actually got the airdrop today. So look into your app. If you haven't yet, you'll see it there. This is a special gift that was sent out. And there's a post, of course. You can go to their webpage, right? I'm sorry, their X page, check it all out. Very, very cool, Corey. This is rewarding collectors. So you got to love that.
Absolutely. And the London police really understand that. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about creator-led projects, really that are backed by artists that are, they understand the space. They love the space. And so it's a lot of fun talking with them. They're such interesting characters, and it comes through in their art. But I love to see how they reward the community that loves what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And you never know what could happen, right? You never know. Britney Spears knows. But check your accounts for that, and just keep collecting what you love, especially with like some of these brands. I mean, I didn't get a chance. I mean, I could have, but I didn't quite get the opportunity to go, when I was in Amsterdam, to actually go to their studio.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was so great. I was there for, a couple weeks, and, I was with family, but that was one of the things I really wanted to do, but I didn't get a chance to do it. So the next time I'm there, because we do have family there, I'm definitely going there and hanging out and like seeing all the stuff in real life for sure. But moving on really quick here before we get to our guests, we do have our VeVe Comics releases for the week as well with Marvel Comics. We got some really great ones, and ones that you may not have been featured. Like we got the What If Goofy became Spider-Man comic, which everyone's collecting, but these are our 4 featured ones that you can find on VeVe Comics. And if you're just here for the first time and you're just seeing this right here, what we have is VeVe Comics is the green app right here. You can go to veve.me/comics. And in the new this week tab right here, Marvel and of course other publishers we have like Dynamite this week release their comics, specifically Marvel, same day as print, every Wednesday morning at midnight, basically. And same time that the stores get the printed comics, we get them here in digital, and Marvel releases them. And we got a whole slew of them this week. So that's vvcomics.me. But Marvel's got Werewolf by Night #1, which is great, Corey. And by the way, I love these graphics you guys put together. Spider-Man Sinister.
Yeah, it's fun.
We got the Loki, Bring on the Bad Guys #1. These are awesome issues right here. And of course, God's, One World Under Doom #1. So all 4 of those. Pretty cool, hey? Any favorite
era is coming? Werewolf by Night for me. Like ever since the MCU released Werewolf by Night, I've kind of felt like we're kind of due for like a superhero monsters renaissance. It was super well received. Like I really enjoyed it, as just a fan. And so I'm hoping to see sort of more monster mashups. We're kind of seeing that. Like we're seeing them dip into kaiju a little bit more. We're seeing a little more cross collaborations, but why not shake the dust off of some of your treasured things like Werewolf by Night? I mean, it's one of the most classic, very valuable comic in the real world. Like the original Werewolf by Night, I'm pretty sure is one of those really scarce, higher value comics.
For sure, 100%. Here's the Goofy comic right here, just to show you guys 5 variants. So if you go to VeVe Comics and you go and buy the limited edition version, you can get the reader one if you want for $4.99, which is great. If you want the limited edition, it's $7.98, and you have a chance of landing any one of these variants. The secret rares on these have 40 editions, which are very scarce. The art's fun, specifically this Goofy one. I mean,
what's that referencing? I think there's a couple of those comics behind. I see an artwork it's referencing. I see a comic it's referencing. Yeah, an AF-15 homage right there. I love it. I mean, that AF-15 cover has been homaged more times than I think any other cover, and rightfully so. Spider-Man Day, it's incoming tomorrow. So what a great way to show off such an amazing franchise and character.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. And then, of course, we have the Dynamite comics as well this week. Thundercats Lost #4, which is great and featured. The Terminator. This is a great. I actually was reading about that particular issue. Space Ghost right here as well. You gotta love it. Yeah, and Gargoyles. So, this is Demona right here, #2. So all 4 of those are featured. But Just like we were saying, there's a lot more that are released, and they're all right here in the New This Week tab right there. So you can go check that out at any time. But Corey,
yes,
we are now almost ready here to bring up our special guests who we love, who we have been dying to talk to. Man, I had such FOMO this past weekend because they were down in Comic-Con, and not jealousy, FOMO.
Fair enough.
Maybe a little jealousy. No,
and it's good you're bringing on guests because I'm getting obliterated by a storm right now. So if I just disappear, it's because my Starlink has been absolutely obscured by heavy downpours.
Oh my gosh!
Let's get these kids on. Where are they at?
Let's get them up on stage right here. Okay, first we got Max, and we have VeVe Magic. How are you both doing today?
Hey. Our favorite people. Let's get rid of this topic.
What's up, y'all? Good to see y'all.
Hello, yeah. You guys are. Let's put me as the feature. I like this layout the best.
I mean, Aaron loves that, right? Like, you guys got enough of a feature while you were there doing the amazing work at San Diego Comic-Con. It's Aaron's turn to shine in his live stream.
No, not at all. Let's start with you, Amy. How are you doing? How was the trip, and how you feeling?
I'm doing great. I think I'm finally getting caught up on sleep and rest. I still have a lot to do with shipping books out and that kind of stuff, but oh man, we just had the best time. It was a really, really good event. I think it really shows and shines through Max's documentation and footage.
Yeah.
He slayed, he killed it, he was next level. And per usual, we just worked really well as a team and we had fun doing what we love.
That's awesome. And Max, how about you? You guys were just killing it. We're gonna show some photos and stuff, but all the videos that you were doing as well are all up on our X page and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. I mean, it was just amazing work. How was your experience?
Man, the experience was absolutely incredible. We worked really, really hard, but we also played really, really hard. And we really hope that it shows through all the footage and all the documentation, because it was a great time. And something that really stood out to me is David wanting to say that, like, as hard as we work in this, or as hard as he works in this company, like, he wants it to be fun. And so we really hope that that's like what everybody got from everything we did, because it was a great time.
Oh,
absolutely.
That's awesome.
Y'all did such an amazing job. And you featured some new content that we had never touched before, which I know is a regular for you, Max. You're always doing this, but the interactive showroom gallery was just a beautiful video feature. I was so pleased that you all submitted that. It's such a cool way for people who can't be there to get to experience these events with y'all. Just great stuff.
Yeah, thank you. It's really important for everybody to feel like they're there with us. That's like our main goal. And so we added that little layer to it, and it seemed to be a hit with everybody. So in the future, we're going to keep doing it.
More of that.
So that's what's happening in this photo right here. Where was this at? Was this at the movie night? Like, tell us a little bit about where this one's at.
This was at ECC. Yeah, so it was, if you guys did check out that video, it's a beautiful event space. They just put a really nice event together. We had this whole sort of like bar table area where we were selling the comics and giving out the US shirts and bags. Fam Bam and Jay Green were there giving out the wristbands for the movie. And yeah, we just had a lot of fun. It was really nice to be off site and not be like surrounded by just hordes of people and be able to like hear people and have conversations and not like, hey, can you move over because this person wants something? Like, you could really engage more with the community. And obviously a lot of new people came in as well. Very interested in that Nicoletta Balderi cover. So yeah, it was great. It was a great event space and the day went very smoothly. That banner was killer. So we did lots of pictures and level 100 box openings in front of it. Max got people opening up their comics to see if they get that 1 of 50 Planet Death, secret rare gems inserted into them. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember seeing packaging, dude. He was one of our level 100s. We had you guys supplied that video of him going through. He bought like a few and he got one on the second one. That was so cool to see, man.
Yeah.
So fun. So this is the setup here. We just have some photos. You guys can see the full coverage on our channel, but I see you behind there working the counter there. So what were you doing back there?
Yeah, so I was just managing all the physical sales. The books did really well. Some people, just bought one of each. Some people bought multiples of the Nicoletta cover. And yeah, just chatting it up with everybody. It was great to see so many familiar faces. People that had been at an event, a couple years ago, got to reconnect with them. So yeah, we just hung out there for the most part. And I'm very sad that Janie's not with us today, but just want to give her a huge shout out. If you guys have met her at events, she is just such a star and gem and so amazing with everybody. And she just, I just got to give her her flowers because she really shines.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And it's almost weird seeing Max sitting there without Janie sitting right next to him. So.
I know.
Yeah, right.
It does feel weird, but she had to be at work today, so
Absolutely.
I'm holding it down for the Omi homies.
Represent.
That's awesome. So how many people were there throughout the day, specifically at that one? Was it kind of a slow trickle? I noticed some of the vids, there was a good crowd there at certain times, but you mentioned it was also, because we've been in those spaces, like especially at a crowded booth where you're just like at a New York Comic-Con or even last year at San Diego. Was it like more relaxed? You could actually talk, have conversations. How was that like?
Yeah, I mean, you guys know, the community. And so when those doors open, or even prior to the doors opening, you got people ready to get in there and get their goodies. So the morning was pretty busy. Some people, got their comics, and it was just like in the heart of Gaslamp. So they're like, we're going to go get lunch. They'd come back. So we had people coming in and out to hang out and chill with us. And I liked that for them too, because I remember, one of my first events, like going and hanging out at the booth and just really wanting to be there, but not be in the way. And it's nice that there's just so much space where everybody could they didn't have to worry about ever being in the way. There was plenty of room for everybody to just, chat and hang out and catch up. So it was good. I would say it stayed pretty busy. The end, we ran out of the passes for the movie. We had a lot of people, and we had, I think, 90 something. Wow. And so, unfortunately, we couldn't get quite everybody in there, but we did try our best. It was just a smaller theater that was reserved for this occasion.
Yeah. How did it go? How'd the movie go as we transition? I mean, first off, did you guys like the movie? And how did it go?
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Well, Max, you should take this one because you didn't actually see the movie.
Oh, were you doing editing and stuff? Come on.
Yeah. So content first, so I had to go back home, and
I love it.
I preferred, let me go back and just relax and edit. And so I did get to see the movie yesterday though, because Janie made it up to me and took me on a date. So shout out Janie. But the movie was really good. I enjoyed it, like visually, like the 60s era Tomorrowland type feel to it. It was a fun movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. How about you, Magic?
I was saying this to somebody that huge shout out to Fan Bam and Jay Green for starting this a year ago. I think it's becoming a bit of a tradition, which I love. But when you go to a theater, I feel like the only time that I've ever experienced like a whole theater just being on the same page was probably Endgame. Like everybody was making noise, right? But otherwise you kind of like stay quiet, you laugh here and there. You have like some people that just talk too much. But being there with like all of your friends and all of us that celebrate the same thing and love the same things, and just being able to like really react to the movie and be silly and cheer. Like we just hear Sean's really loud laugh and Roth's really loud laugh. We just had a blast. Like I don't know, there's something special about being in a room filled up with all people and watching the same movie. It's just like, it's amazing energy. So yeah, we had a blast. It was awesome.
That was I think for me, observing you guys doing all this amazing stuff, for me, that was the hardest day, being like, gosh, I wish I was there. And it's because of that first Deadpool Wolverine, that they put together. And I can remember hanging out with everyone outside of the movie theater. Then as we trickled in and waited, and then we got in there, Roth did a beautiful like surprise premiere, like an additional trailer before the movie. I had Kevin Loader in there, who we all miss so much. And so, watching that, I was like, oh gosh, they're going to have so much fun. So I'm glad everyone loved it. And it was such a fun time.
Yeah. We also had sort of like an impromptu gold logo meetup, but we ended up like messaging people like, come on, like come, hang out with us. And it was a really funny experience. So that was Thursday night, because we originally had a place booked, but it had like a last minute, somebody booked out the whole venue. And so we're like, scrambling. Poor Sanjay was like working hard to try and find us a new place. So we we get the location and we're on our way, running a little bit late, and Clint's messaging us like, yeah, we'll see how this goes. We get to this neighborhood and it was a little dodgy. But we go to this bar and the bar is practically empty, but they had this back room that was kind of like a speakeasy, and we had the best time. Max was like in his element. We had this host and like co-host that ran all these games, and oh man, we got fired up. We got into it.
Okay, well,
it was so fun. It was so fun.
This is great because we brought some footage that you guys supplied.
Let's
I'm just
go.
gonna pop it up right now. It's gonna pop right over top of us, right? So just bear with it. But if this is what you guys are talking about, man, I had major FOMO seeing this clip.
It's a company. Company? It's what do you do? Comics under the screen. That'd be amazing. Yeah, exactly. All right. Not cow. Chicken. That's one.
I have so many questions. I have so many questions about this.
Thank you, Max, for taking one scene. Thank you.
There's David with the chicken. That's a curiosity.
Yeah.
Is it you streaming in the background when Roth is winning? Apparently, up on stage, someone's like, "Ah!" Who is
That's Janie.
It's Janie.
Yes.
Gracious.
That's Janie screaming, "Corn on the cob, corn on the cob," and that was actually the winning phrase right there, and we won the whole thing that night. So shout out Janie.
So
Yeah.
what all were you doing? Like, what are we seeing there? I see David being a little confused at the beginning, and then immediately having a giant rubber chicken. So what's going on? Context, please.
Go for it.
Nobody wants to say.
Nobody wants to answer. They're like, well, what happens?
What happens in the speakeasy stays in the speakeasy. No, I'm just playing. So it was a game called Fishbowl or something. So everybody in the crowd got to write down a phrase or something. I wrote down Toy Story, like Woody, whatever. And they put everybody's phrases in a bag. And then so it's 3 rounds. The first one, you pick out a phrase and you have to describe it without saying the word, and your team has to shout the phrase, right? The second one, you have to act it out, charades. And the third one, you only get one word. But they mix the same words back in the bag, so like by the third one you kind of remember what the words are, and that's why Janie was just screaming ferociously, "Corn on the cob," because she remembered, off of Roth's just one word. And we were behind the whole time, so it was VeVe Fam versus, this was their team name, the other guys. So it was VeVe Fam versus the other guys.
I knew.
And at that point, it was the last round where Roth was, and we were down 5 points. And there was 6 words left, and we got all 6 to take the win. It was epic. It was epic. Yes.
And I thought he was going to include it because he threatened he would. But after she's yelling and screaming, he's got me just acting a fool because Max and I are both Virgos. We're very, very competitive. And my cat's about to knock over my light. Sorry. And yeah, I was hooting and hollering very ferociously.
I love it. That's awesome. What a fun party. And you mentioned that some of the VeVe, level 100s received their redemptions. Of course, we had a few photos of them right here. Of course, there's Hurricane Man right here and Alex L. Were there any others that we didn't capture that maybe got them as well? Or I know these are special moments, right? So, yeah.
There was also a packaging dude, but he got his in New York.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So,
yeah, we have the video on that. Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing one, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
These are really good. And for when you see these in person, those are probably really special moments too. How did they react?
Oh, they love them. Like, I think the experience of also just being able to open it with people around that are like cheering for them and really happy for them. It feels even more special than just like getting something shipped to your home, being able to like experience that with us. We love it. And I think they really love it as well. So yeah, they were really happy.
Yeah, for sure. And I know there's some video footage as well. Also, in speaking of with Shane receiving the level 1, the gold and silver logo holder. So that was at the movie, I believe, or was that's because of tell us about that, because I think that was because of the panel, right, that he helped put together.
Yeah. So, and thank you, Josh. The other person was Todius, who wasn't there, but Alex took it back home with him to give to him. So congratulations to Todius.
Awesome.
So yeah, Shane told us how tirelessly he worked for the last several years to try and get this panel put together. Like he tried every year and just could not make it happen, but he was bound and determined. And amazing to get, several different companies all sort of in the same realm, but collaborating together. And I just love that it was sort of like a team thing, right? Like we're all on the same team. We all want to win. And everyone was just really great. Amazing conversations. Shout out to Aaron. He was highly entertaining. That was one of my favorite speakers. Love David's presentation. But yeah, Shane worked really, really hard on that. And Max was actually going to leave. But David came up to me at the movies and told me that he was going to be doing that surprise for Shane. And I was like, Max, you can't leave yet. You got to stay. So thankfully we were able to capture that moment for him.
Yeah, that's super special. There he is right there at the podium, you guys, just in case you don't know. A big contributor to the McFarlane community. I mean, and just all communities in general, big VeVe guy as well. That's so cool because we didn't know that. And I heard that from you guys, and of course, when you were reporting on it, when the news came out, that he'd been working on trying to get this. This is like not easy to do, right? Like getting this kind of thing put together, especially at a big Comic-Con like San Diego.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he had put a lot of hard work into it, and he did a fantastic job moderating. I mean, you can tell he just really put a lot of love into this event. So huge shout out to him. Well deserved.
Absolutely. And there's some elements from our perspective. San Diego Comic-Con traditionally is a physical event. It's a place for vendors to bring physical things, physical comics, physical toys, physical collectibles. So a lot of the people here in the digital space, we're kind of viewed with a little bit of suspicion, like, well, is that gonna hurt our products? Is all of this digital product and the digitization of products going to hurt our bottom line? And so it's really important. And it's really like what Shane did there is so essential because it allows us to tell our story. And it's not, we're here to take this over. We're here to share space with you. We're giving people another way that they can collect and share globally the stuff that you guys have been doing historically. It's not a threat. It's an enhancement. And we need more stages where we can tell that story and sort of put everyone to ease because it's not an either or. It never has been.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking on that, we'll get into some of the more photos because we want to ask you guys about, the mechanical cake and we want to ask you about all of this stuff and Emily the Strange and all of that. We have those photos coming up, but did you pick up any amazing collectibles or whatever while you were there? I mean, for me, it was always the last day, on Sunday. I mean, when we're there, it's usually a booth thing. So that's when we have time. But did you guys have a chance to go and, Magic, let's start with you. Did you find any like really cool stuff to bring home?
Yeah, so I'm not a fan of lines. And I feel like this Comic-Con seemed busier than last year. It was just wall to wall people. I wanted to go to Tokidoki, but the line just wrapped around the entire booth. I did pick up the Hyde book and the Maudeville book. I also got a pin, some stickers. I actually was that last night? No, Tuesday night at the Oasis. I got an extra set to give away. So somebody in the community will be receiving that prize. So, somebody that wasn't there can get that stuff. What else did I get? I went back to the booth and they were selling stuff like a lot cheaper the last day. So I got a Hyde hat for my kid and I got myself a shirt and just like, we'll get into it, but really love that team. And they had some really cool merch and as well as like the booth. Their booth was crazy good.
Super cool. Yeah. It was really cool looking.
I'll just put this up on screen while we're talking.
And of course, I got my VeVe comics.
Yeah, and your VeVe comics as well. Don't be distracted by the image on the screen. I just thought I'd put that up there.
Don't be distracted as I put this thing on screen.
How about you, Max? I know you were super busy. You said you missed the movie because you were working so hard, but did you have a chance to, scratch that collecting itch? Maybe go around, maybe find some figures or comics or anything like that?
So the whole weekend, I usually had 2 cameras in each hand. One camera in each hand. But I did see something that did stop me in my tracks, and it was this right here.
Let's
and
go.
As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to get it. So this
Ooh.
Nice. For those, J. Cole is one of my favorite rappers, and this is the album cover for J. Cole's Forest Hills Drive, but with Spider-Man instead of J. Cole. And I was like, oh my God, this is so dope.
Nice.
I have to have it. And I was like, I wrap it up. It's mine. So yeah, this is the one thing that I was able to
really
buy.
Clean.
Nicely
Danny got this. 1 second.
Show and tell. I love it.
From the Emily the Strange booth. And shout out to the Emily the Strange whole team. Amazing, accommodating, welcoming people. If there's one thing that I took away from that con, that crew there, shout out to all of them. Awesome folks. But she got this patch for her jacket, for her VeVe jacket.
Cute.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Janie's jacket, it's covered in amazing patches. So this is a perfect addition.
I forgot I did actually get hot sauce from the Emily the Strange booth, and it is very tasty.
Hot sauce?
Yeah, there's like award-winning hot sauce.
Yeah, apparently it's won like 3 years in a row. It's something special apparently. So yeah.
Spicy. I love it.
That is awesome. Yeah, so here's a little shot of you guys at the booth right there. And what was it like meeting Rob? And, we saw the interview you guys did, which is super fun. And the bloopers, which were super fun. If you guys didn't see it, they're up on our socials for sure. But you guys are having some fun right here. Is that the redemption for the collectible? And just talk more about the booth and your experience.
Yeah, so just to echo what Max said, that team, so friendly, so welcoming. One gal, her name was Lisa. She was like, do you guys need water? Do you need snacks? I want to make sure you're doing good. Like, just very, very sweet. And they had a ton of merch and stuff. So we didn't want to be in their way, but we just helped and supported wherever we could. And we'd let people do their shopping, and then we'd hand them, tell them a little bit about VeVe and hand them a free digital collectible to take home with them.
Cool.
Yeah, and they gave those out. He had his own panel, Rob Rieger, on Sunday, and featured the collectibles, put them on his presentation. And shout out Falcon. He played Falcon's video. And I was telling David when we were discussing this new method of AR content that Max did at San Diego, I was telling David the huge difference in watching somebody see just a collectible on your phone or an AR versus the interaction of it. And in that video, people were watching, but as soon as Falcon is interacting with Emily the Strange and getting punched or whatever, everybody's laughing. So you just really hear people get it when you see that kind of interaction. So shout out to Falcon for always doing amazing AR videos. Love them.
Yeah. Well, they're getting really, really great responses just when we look at the analytics. All, by the way, the videos that came through this weekend are being viewed a ton, you guys. Super high quality. Thank you so much. Obviously, the team is Corey and I were just kind of drooling over the stuff you were sending. It's almost hard to how do we get all this out, because there was so much great stuff. But yeah, the AR videos, they're really performing well, just outside of our community, just on general. So I know, Corey, you're super happy with what Falcon's doing, right? I mean, it's pretty
for sure. It's why we've been working with them for as long as we have. That relationship's just continuing to thrive and get better over time. We've built relationships with all of our licensors, all of the big ones, with him and what he's doing. And so, like Amy's saying, it's so important that people understand what a digital collectible is, because someone coming into this space, especially if they just go to our website, a lot of times they're just seeing flat 2D items, and they don't really understand the 3-dimensionality of what a digital collectible is. And they don't understand the applications of it. And we're working to solve a lot of those things. You're going to see some changes to the app, to the website, which is going to show more of the 3-dimensionality and the use cases for these things. And what Falcon's doing and that AR footage is going to be instrumental to that. So I'm super stoked for this year. This is going to be such a good year for us, just in terms of really, I think we've really dialed in on, this is what people that don't get our space but might need to kind of take that step. We've got all of you, an amazing community, and so now it's just us doing the last bits of work to really show this stuff off in the right way. It's going to be a good year.
Yeah, for sure. Check this out right here. We got to have this out. You got to tell us what's going on in the photo here. Mechanical Cake, the whole experience. Their booth looked crazy.
So good.
There's another group shot that we'll show in just a second, but take us through, Max, take us through what this was like, and just hanging out. I mean, look at this. This is one of those photos that you save forever. I mean, look at the crew right there.
So you can tell they paid a lot of attention to crafting the booth, and it was like a back-to-back booth. So both ends had a face. So whichever side you went on, it was an experience. The mechanical, the Hyde side was amazing. That's the opposite side there. They had like an actual taxidermied rat there that David was petting, and
he didn't know it was a real rat, and it was on his shoulder, and then he's like, "Oh no."
But also the Mechanical Cake staff, shout out to them as well for being so nice and accommodating as well. We were blessed this weekend to run into such just amazing teams. It just made working the event that much easier, and the process so much smoother. So I really do want to shout out Mechanical Cake, the whole team.
Yeah, I really connected with David and Zach, and they were just amazing. Just really passionate, really know what they're doing. I'm very impressed with the entire team. You have like all the creators and writers that are there signing. Just everybody was so friendly, so engaged, asking us questions, wanting to know about, our role and with VeVe there. And we just had a great time with them.
Yeah, that's awesome. And also, like, check it out right here. So Janie's got something in her hand right there, 2 of them. And, of course, we saw this. Maybe tell us a bit about what this is all about in case anybody missed it. But I know there was the big panel as well that we have a photo of as well, which is cool. But take us, what is she holding and how is it? It's Johnny Depp.
Oh, this thing?
Let's go. Show it again.
Well, it's hard because my camera has the blur thing on it, but
that's okay. There you go.
Yeah. So this is the physical item. Go ahead and scan, guys, because it's not going to work. It's for new users only, new signups only. We tried. Yeah. And then this is the one for Maudeville. But these, we learned, I was new to this. They're called Ashcans. Okay. And so it's sort of like a preview of the work. But usually they're sort of just like trashy, like it's nothing, it's just like a glimpse into what it's going to be. But they made these like super, super nice quality. And I was saying on the space the other day that, Johnny Depp just shared the video that he did that was at Hall H, and he's got like 27 million followers. And so people are getting to hear what this is all about. And if this becomes something big, this is a collector's item. This is sort of like the first foray.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm like, and I got one of them signed, so I'm thrilled.
And this is just classic David. Like when it comes down to it, David Yu, CEO and co-founder, the way we move and the way we work in this space is often by being a part of the conversation without directly being a part of the conversation. So as you're seeing like the QR codes embedded in that, this project is Johnny Depp and Ridley Scott. I mean, it just doesn't get too much higher level than that. And so if you go right now, you can see that the PR teams from both of those entities are just in overdrive. There's a huge amount of press about this. We'll also be releasing some PR and editorials about our involvement with it. But it's just another beautiful step of us being able to inject ourselves in a world's first. This is a big deal for Johnny Depp and for Ridley Scott, and we get to be a part of that story. I love it. Like, I'm jealous that you guys got that, to be honest. Like you said, like that is a true collector's item. I take care of it.
We may be able to find an extra for you, Corey.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Well, they were really nice. They're like, if you want to take more, that's totally fine. And we're like, well, we do like have a community that loves giveaways, so if you don't mind.
Just like walking off with a box of them. Yeah, just a couple, please.
Yeah. Well, you see, Janie's got at least she's holding mine there, which is cool.
I believe that's mine.
Oh! Next time. No, but that's great. So you guys had a really good fun time there, though. Hey, they were awesome to you. That's awesome to hear. How about the people that maybe weren't staff who were just there? Did you guys get a lot of people? Hey, what are you guys all about? Did you make some connections in that way? Like, just talking to like other people who were there, but maybe didn't know what even VeVe was. And I know that when Mr. Falcon does his AR videos and he's out there, he's told all these stories about getting approached. People, what are you doing? Right? Did anyone come up to you, Max, and be like, "Hey, man, what are you filming? What's with the VeVe fam and what's going on with you?"
They did, and I do want to. I can't stress enough that little gadget that Janie and I have, game changer for us, because it really, all we had to do was just this, and they were like, oh, and they would just hop in and they would start, posing and doing all that. They would just start having fun, which to me and Janie, like, that's really what it's about. Like, let's just have fun with our collectibles. And we were telling them, we have Spider-Man, we have Wolverine, whatever. Oh, can you pull a Wolverine? And they would get in there, and do their thing. So, whenever they would.
The little gadget you hold up in the showing off VeVe video, right? This is shared as well on our socials, guys. So if you want to hear the sound, go. But this is what you're talking about, hey?
Yeah. So we potentially could just hand them that little gadget with them already in the frame. They don't have to like go back and look at us looking at the phone, looking at us, put it on the floor. It was already up, and they could just commence the fun. And so, a lot of people were just, oh, where can we find that? Where can I do that? And there we go. VeVe, come join us. So
that's awesome. And in this video, you went around and you were like, checking out. There's obviously Jawas, and it's a really fun video. Like, how many people did you really interact with here? Were people really receptive to you as well? It looks like people were. So.
They were, and it helps. It helps, like, just teaming up with Janie and Magic, and we're just they're just a genuine good time, So it was the energy was awesome, and you just pulling out Wolverines and pulling out Gambits and Rogues. It was fun, man. It was a real good time, and people enjoyed interacting like that in that manner.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of cosplayers too, hey? So lots of opportunity for just like all sorts of great stuff. Magic, have you ever, were you getting inspired by, I've seen your cosplay. It's incredible. So did you get maybe, I probably didn't have time to do it yourself, but have you ever gotten inspired maybe by some of the stuff you saw on this particular trip?
What's funny is this one, I felt like we had to hunt just a bit more for cosplayers. It didn't seem like a couple of the familiar faces that I follow, on Instagram, I didn't see there. I'm really excited for New York, because I feel like New York cosplay is a bit more theatrical and next level. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I mean, anytime I see people in cosplay, especially when they're fully in character, I get maybe a little bit of an itch.
We've seen it. You've pulled off some incredible stuff. In fact, I almost expected you to show up here as the Hyde character itself, your own version. But that
opportunity.
That's awesome. Yeah. So talk about this panel right here as well. Of course, you can see this Modville. There's Jesse holding it up right there. And I know we have this comic released on our platform as a single solo comic right now. I think there was under 1,000 editions, but I think there's about 800 editions of these. So if you want to go grab that on our platform, I think there's about 100 left in the VeVe store currently at this moment. Really amazing read. But what was this whole thing like? You mentioned Johnny Depp. We didn't obviously see him come out with his. So was he fully like done up, or how did this whole thing go?
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the video, it's posted on Mechanical Cake socials as well as Johnny Depp's Instagram. It's like I want to say it's a 4 or 5 minute short film. It was filmed in one day, and I think it was a matter of like 4 hours. And they just sort of let Johnny Depp do his thing. They put him in this dark, creepy room. And I mean, I don't even know how much of it was scripted, to be honest, but that guy is such an insane talent. He really embodied it. And they were telling the story that when he was a kid, he walked around with a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde book, like in his pocket at all times. So this is also like a passion project of his. This is something he's always wanted to do. There's I don't know the details, but you don't know if this is going to turn into maybe a film. You got Ridley Scott involved, so or a series. But they played that trailer, and it was really cool. They also played a trailer for Modville, and they were just talking about with their team that is creating this. It's very outside of typical film industry. There's less red tape. They're sort of all their own bosses. And they just talked about how as a group, they're very cohesive in bouncing ideas. Both Ridley Scott and Johnny Depp are highly, highly involved with how they want this to go, what they want it to look like. So it was really interesting to hear about the project.
It's the new wave of how things are being created. Like we're seeing that. Like we see that with 24/7 Comics when they come to talk to us, and a lot of these creator-owned projects, because a lot of people are seeing the success of things like The Boys, Invincible, The Walking Dead, and it's like the more layers you add in terms of selling your product to some sort of corporation, the harder it is as a creator and someone passionate to do something with it. And so with Hyde and things like this, like the sky's really the limit creatively for what they want to do. And all of these early teasers, graphic novels, and things like that are a way for them to test audiences without injecting a huge amount of cash into it. Right. And so I love projects like this from a collecting perspective, because you've got to be in this space. Like the average person has no idea that this is happening at all. Like the PR teams of Johnny Depp and of course Ridley Scott are pumping out Johnny Depp and Ridley Scott release new graphic novels, but still that article and that information is going to be targeted to a very specific group of people, the people that are watching this video and us in this room. The average consumer, the average person that loves Johnny Depp, probably from like Pirates of the Caribbean or Edward Scissorhands, they don't know. And so it really gives us an opportunity to sort of get in early on awesome projects. I'm so stoked for this one. Like I really hope it's successful.
Max, did I hear correctly too, that they had, I want to say 800 copies of the physical Maudeville comic that they were Janie bought one of those and they sold out of them?
I don't know if they sold out, but I know they were, if they didn't, there wasn't a bunch left, because I think David was trying to get a few too.
Bag and board it, please. the original Walking Dead comic, like the original, I can remember whenever I was on the ship in the Navy and those were just floating around berthings and destroyed. No one knew that the Walking Dead would become what it was. Oh my gosh, like a 1 of 800.
Yeah, it was funny because I was overhearing the conversation, but I was just off to the side. But Zach was talking to David about the book selling out. And I was assuming at first I thought he was talking about a digital collectible, but he was talking about that physical book. And David's like, I told you to print more.
look at Janie overtaking my YouTube profile from work.
I love it. I love it.
Down there, yeah. The link is there. She can pop in if she gets a chance to sneak out, but that's absolutely amazing. So we didn't get a lot of, obviously there wasn't a ton of stuff happening, on Saturday. There was the Emily the Strange, of course, activation. We showed the booth. You guys talked about that. That seemed to go really well. On Sunday, you mentioned that Rob had his panel as well. Any other highlights that you want to give us? Maybe like, what did you guys do on, say, Saturday night? We don't have any footage, so I know it had to be something special. No, I'm just kidding.
You actually got a little bit of footage from that event. We went to the Bad Idea party. Yes. So the team with Planet Death, which was one of the comics we were selling, and another, like, I can't stress all three of these different companies that we we're working with. They're just, the teams are phenomenal. It was an amazing party. It was right on the water in San Diego. Beautiful, beautiful setting. They had this giant robot that you could like take pictures with. And we got to talk to a lot of the team. I got to meet, what is his name?
The creator of John Wick.
Oh yeah. I heard you say that.
I feel so bad for forgetting his name. But
help us out, chat. Who is that? Because I can't think of it. You said it, and now I'm like, I can't think of it either. Who is it, chat? Help us.
He's so good. I had a conversation with him, and it was actually like a super good conversation because he really wanted to learn more about NFTs and digital collecting. So he and I chatted for, probably 15 minutes, and he was just super receptive. I helped him like understand it in a way that's not so, taboo. Like what I said, the problem is people hear this, Derek, that's correct. People hear about NFTs and they think this one thing. And so I just talked about, it's just a new medium in which to collect. And I said, a lot of people, writers, comic book companies, they sort of, some of them see it as a bit of a threat. And we're trying to help people understand that that's like actually the exact opposite. I shared that like I never collected a single comic book in my life until I started collecting digital. And so we just went on and had a great conversation. And then he ended up, they had the Planet Death Zero book there that they were letting people have. And he came up to our table and it was dark at that time. We all got our flashlights out and he and the rest of the team were signing the comic for us. So it was super cool. Yeah, he's such a good guy.
That is awesome. I know right here that you guys have, I want to show this right here because you can find it on Magic's X page as well. Of course, The Oasis, which is one of our favorite shows that happens, every Monday night. And so you guys came back and did it on a Tuesday this week, just because of the travel, of course. And it's recorded. If you want to listen to that space, Magic, I know you were hosting. I know all you guys were there. David, you was there for quite a long time. There was giveaways. Talk about that space, because there was over 100 people in there, I think almost the whole time. And I know that you covered like a lot of what you guys did, even in more depth. If anybody wants to hear about the weekend even more, right?
Yeah, it was a great space. If you guys aren't familiar with the Oasis, it's just sort of like our version of like a chill lounge hangout. We play games. Max is the king of games. Music. Sometimes we are silly. Sometimes we have like big life conversations, just kind of, go off the energy and the vibe. But we really wanted to recap this event and share our experience with everybody. And then, once David got out of a meeting, he popped in. I think he was there over an hour.
Yeah.
He just talked a lot about the event, talked a little bit about that he's excited for, the upcoming events and to stay tuned for that. I don't know if some of you guys saw that he teased one of the physical collectibles you guys will get to see coming out at one of these events. That VeVe-verse purple heart that says VeVe-verse on it. It looks really good.
Awesome.
Nice. Another cool collaboration I'm excited for. That's a good one.
Max, I don't know if you want to share any other tidbits.
No, about the Oasis, this is just a place where the community goes to connect, and we speak about pretty much everything. It's a great place actually for new people to come and join, and for them to feel welcomed. And we wanted to create a landing spot for anybody that may not be familiar with the project in the community. I think that would be a great spot to start if you're looking to join the Twitter community and the VeVe community on Twitter. So definitely every Monday, Oasis, it's a great time. We welcome anybody to come hang out with us.
And we did see that. O'Malley had a space earlier in the day where an X-Men fan joined and was so thrilled to be able to be talking to these artists. And then he followed up and came into our space and came on stage and hung out. So we love seeing that. We love seeing more people get really ingrained and wanting to learn more about the community. Even if you just want to be community and collect whatever it is you like to collect, but we want it to be sort of a safe place for everybody, that no matter, we don't judge on what your collection looks like. We just want to have fun together.
I mean, I might judge a little, Electra neck love from some of the people in our chat. I don't know.
No, I wanted to say that the irony that it was his first time in a VeVe space and he got to share the stage with the CEO of the whole project. That was pretty cool. So yeah, it's a good time, y'all.
Yeah, as a big shout out to, I'm glad you mentioned that too, Magic. Just about, I know you guys were there doing your amazing stuff, providing all of us, back home, great content, great insight, great imagery, videos. You guys obviously participated in some of the content that was being done by our people back home, like the O'Millies of the world and everybody who had amazing spaces and tried to get the community together to rally around the drops and around your content. So I think it was an amazing collaborative effort, on both sides. And we did do a lot of supported spaces, which was great. We gave away a ton of giveaways, thanks to you guys as well for, keeping the conversation going with them, giving us content so they could talk about what's going on. They could kind of live it. Because you know what it's like when you're not at one of these events and for any reason, you're at home, work, whatever, but you just want to know what's going on. So you guys did such an amazing job. We before we let you guys go, I really like you guys to actually stick around if that's cool. You don't have to go, but before we just kind of finish up with some of the other things, do a character reveal that you two haven't seen yet either. We're going to reveal that today. So we wanted you guys to stick around for that. And also we're going to do a couple other things. Just give a nice, a recap, Magic, we'll start with you. Just about the whole event in general. What were your just general thoughts about how it went and what you're looking forward to most, maybe about the next convention that we're going to?
Yeah, my overall, it's one of my favorite events. It was nice for Max and Janie and I to have a little bit of a different role for this and what we did, because we love being involved in the events. Max loves doing the content. Janie and I love connecting with the community. I am a nerd and I actually really like doing like the sales of the physical product. I'm like an accountant. Yeah. So like we all get to do,
I love it.
Yeah, we all get to sit in the areas that we thrive in. And so we still got to do all of that. I would just say one of my two biggest takeaways personally was connecting with the licensors and like developing relationships with them and really getting to know them. I think that's like super important, you know, moving forward and working together and seeing each other at these future events, and just them being amazing people. And also I would say just there was, how do I explain it? There was just a different energy, and maybe it was tied to not having the booth and having to be so like intensely focused. A little bit of that stress was taken off, but we just had a really, really good time. And
I love that.
I mean, you got David dancing out on the street, not giving. I was like, first of all, I had an ab workout, and I was literally crying. It was the best thing. But I was like, this man is loving every single moment of this experience. And so I feel like we've just really got to have fun, and we really wanted to share with everybody that energy that was just, it was a good time. And we want to keep rolling that forward from event to event, because that's what it's all about, right? Is having fun and collecting what you love.
Love it.
That's fantastic. How about you, Max? What was it like for you? I know you were working to the bone, and we all are super thankful for it, but you know, how was the experience for you? Did you have a great time or what?
Oh man, it was a ton of hard work, but I enjoyed every single second of it. There was I think Magic took the words out of my mouth. There was a different energy to this one, and I don't know if I don't know where that switch happened, or if it even was a switch, but you can tell in leadership that fun has been placed at the forefront. Like it's. You can tell that David wants everybody to genuinely have fun with the app. And this weekend was like the essence of that. The community showed out as they always do. Even though we didn't have a booth, it still felt like a full-fledged VeVe participation event there, because of all of us getting together and having that great of a time. David dancing out in the streets, that might be in the hidden VeVe Files museum one day, but that has to be seen, because it's gold. It's gold. But that little instance right there really like showed me a lot. Like, man, as hard as he works, because this is one of the hardest working people I've seen at cons. He is meeting here, mingling with VeVe fan, mingling with VeVe fan. Like, he's just on. And for him to like just let loose for a little bit, like, man, it felt the spirit of what VeVe was like on full display. So it was just a great time. And I encourage anybody, if you have the opportunity to go to an IRL VeVe fan event, whether it be a meetup or an actual official con, do yourself a favor and come have a good time with us. I don't think you'll regret it. It's the best.
Well said.
Yeah, that's amazing. And both of you, so I know you were posting some content as well. Where can everyone find you? Magic, I know you have the X page that we all know and love, and you have the Oasis there as well. But both of you guys, where's the best place to see more content of yours? And I know you have a channel. Like, let the audience know in case they don't know. We'll start with you, Magic.
So I'm on pretty much all the socials: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And my content's been sort of all over the place lately. So I try to have a little bit of something for everybody. But, you know, I've been pretty busy with my weekly shows with the Oasis, and I do a crypto show now. And then, you know, also doing the stuff in the Discord. I do have a competition going on right now. So check out my page and scroll down a little bit if you want your chance at a digital collectible. Nice. But yeah, Max over here is just content. He's killing it.
Yeah, Max.
We're gonna have a live stream. We're gonna have a live stream tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
Live stream tomorrow. You guys gonna post that out on your socials just to make sure, and we'll give that just look for the VeVe if you're not following them yet. Just look on the VeVe feed, so that will be reshared there, so that people can have a look at that. And the Oasis was reshared there as well, so anybody you always can click on that. So yeah, Max, how about yourself? Like you said, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me and Janie on all major platforms. We're the Omi homies, and we just have fun, man. That's our brand, fun.
I love it.
That's
You
awesome.
do a good job. You're a good brand spokesperson because anytime you're around or I'm spending time with you, I'm having fun. So love you guys.
That's
Yeah,
great to hear.
I know we were having such a great time with our content. Anything you want to say to the team? Because I know you're head of content, and I mean they just supplied us with absolute gems all weekend.
Absolutely, absolutely. I couldn't have been more pleased with everything that we received. Even if we were there, we wouldn't have done as good of a job as you all did. And that's just a testament to your experience. There's no one currently at VeVe that has more experience at events than the people sitting in this room plus Janie. And then that is the reality. So no one does a better job of representing us and sharing the magic that is an event with everyone. You all really delivered. So, from all of us to you, we super appreciate what you do.
Now you guys can stick around. We'd love it if you'd stay for a bit longer. We're
Yes.
only going to be on for another 10 minutes or so. I'm going to break down some of the drops we've had, but then we do have some special stuff at the end, including paying tribute to a couple of, obviously VeVe community members that we have lost recently. And we also have a video at the end that we're going to show you guys from Collectors at Heart, right? So please, you guys are going to stick around for a bit? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do this. So first, I just want to touch on this. We had the Silver Surfer. This is just before San Diego Comic-Con. I just wanted to show this comic, obviously people received it really well. Sold out, but you can always go to the marketplace on VeVe if you want to check it out. Really amazing drop we had as a drop recap just before San Diego Comic-Con started. We also had the Emily the Strange. Of course, this is still available in our store, and you can complete the set right here. Here's all the variants, but this doesn't include the special one that you guys showed that you could only get at the booth. So I don't know how we're going to get that one, Magic. I guess we'll have to go to the market, or maybe there's a little card. Do you think that we maybe in the future, maybe we'll be able to get our hands on that card somehow? Hey, I don't know.
Maybe so.
We'll see.
So obviously, we're super pleased to have them with us and join their community. And this is just the start. So make sure you go to their page, or on Instagram in particular is where they're really, really strong and have a ton of their community. They were collaborating with us. They shared a lot of the posts that you guys were sending our way in terms of content. So get involved with that community and have some fun with that brand. Like, it's super fun character for sure. And then, of course, we had Assassin's Creed, the Altair drop. This was super cool as well. Corey, I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about this, about the animation, about how it was put together.
For sure. First ever Assassin. So that's awesome. We've always had a great relationship with Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed. This sequence is really cool because it combines all of the poses essentially into one animation sequence, which kind of showcases the unique animations of each one of the poses together. And so our editor just did a beautiful job on this, kind of showcasing what's possible. Because you can recreate that. You can recreate all the things that we're doing in these videos in the VeVeverse. Be a little bit harder in the showroom, but I've seen some of you do amazing things with the showroom, so I'm sure you could do it there too.
It literally looks like a video game.
And that's why we had to add. I don't know if you've noticed under the VeVe, it says all depictions of Altair shown are digital collectibles, because one of our primary feedbacks was this looks like in-game footage, and we want people to know that this is a digital collectible and not game footage. And so, yeah, absolutely. We still want to show off the stuff, and do their IPs the very best that we can do. It's the whole point of my team's existence, is to show off things. Someone somewhere loves Altair more than any other assassin, more than any other video game IP. So it's really important when that person sees this video, it hits them in the right spot. And they're like, you know what? I'm going to check out this VeVe thing. Like, this is super cool. So if we're not making videos that make someone feel that way, then we shouldn't even be making them. So I'm more than happy to add some text to the bottom right-hand corner of a screen to make that happen.
Absolutely amazing. You can check it out, obviously, in the VeVe store and in the marketplace as well, and our other Assassin's Creed characters that have already released. It's a major collection, and there's a whole page on Assassin's Creed, a landing page that you can find on our socials as well. That's amazing. And then, of course, we did touch on this really briefly, the Maudeville comic right here. This one is actually close to selling out. So if you want to check that out, go to the VeVe store now. This is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive right there. We also had the red Spider-Man. Now, I don't know what the hype was like for you guys down at the Comic-Con. Max, maybe tell us, because back home, this was off the chart. We had the Spider-Man whole Twitter space that was hosted by Emoji and O'Milly that everyone came to around this. What was it like for you guys down there? Was this a lot of hype? I know you provided that AR video, by the way.
Yeah, so good.
people were really hyped about it. People were excited. Everybody was like, how much MCP should I bid? There was a big discrepancy. Some people like myself were thinking like hundreds of thousands. Some people were thinking like 10, 20,000. So it was there we go. It was an interesting drop for sure, because nobody really knew where they were at as far as, like bidding and stuff. And I kind of liked that aspect of the drop. But congratulations to everybody who got one. It was a hot item this weekend.
Yeah, tons of fun. Really lots of excitement around him. And I mean, it's Spidey. What are you going to do, right? And it was a whole Spider-Man Day sort of preview that happened. And of course, we'll talk just briefly here coming up about Spider-Man 2099, which is happening tomorrow, right? But very cool for sure. And then, of course, we just had this comic drop as well, Invincible Iron Man #1. So this is still available if you guys want to check it out. In our shop right there, you can see the different covers. Is the Scotty Young right there, I believe, is the ultra rare. So I believe that's the ultra rare variant over there. So if you're a Scotty Young collector, there's more. You gotta love it. And of course, we had the Zero Ghost #3. This we had tons of drops come out. This is another one of those, Corey, that we've talked about. Somewhere along the lines of with 24/7, with this kind of like, you never know what happens with this IP, right?
That's it. I love this series. It's really well written too. I mean, it's a credit to everyone involved in that project. Really enjoyable, and they build things with 360. It could be a video game, it could be a movie, it could be a board game, it could be a trading card game. It's creator owned. The world's their oyster. If there's an audience for it, they have the ability to expand into it. So getting the source material, love it. Such a great opportunity for us.
Yeah, 100%. And then this was just today. Fantastic Four #8 released. So thanks to our creators for doing drop shows today. And Nicoletta, another cover of hers, has entered the fray in terms of collecting. Magic, are you a big fan of Nicoletta? I mean, she's obviously one of the best artists we have with the most unique kind of art that we've seen. So
yeah, I like the colors that she uses a lot. I describe her as very whimsical. Almost like an ethereal Disney-esque sort of vibe to what she does. I like the soft palette. This physical that we were selling in San Diego, I actually really, really love, especially the foil. Some people were debating about which one to get, and I said, it is our first foil on VeVe in physical format, just saying. So I had to have both.
Good thinking. I like the way you think. It's what I would have done too.
Oh, that's awesome. And stay tuned for our announcements that coming up of new releases we have next week. We may have some more Fantastic Four for you. We'll see. We're in that, that realm of the movie, which is obviously taking over right now as well with the Superman movie too. I mean, I haven't seen either one. So I've been working too hard here. Max, you and me, we got to go to the movies.
I know, man. For sure.
So this comic drops, so you can check it out in the store right here. And this is the big preview coming up with Spider-Man 2099, which is tomorrow. Yeah, we've had the announcements on it. Our blog is out. Corey, I actually wanted to bring something up specifically that your team put together. And that's this amazing article right here, Rediscovering Spider-Man 2099, a future worth collecting. Maybe can you talk a little bit about what you guys are doing with these articles and maybe what this one's about right here? Really amazing. Yeah,
for sure. We're writing some more editorial leaning. We're a company, we have a voice, we love collecting, we love the collectible space. We should talk more about it, like more than just this item drops on this day and here's how much it costs and it's a first appearance and it's animated. We should have some deeper conversations about why we love this stuff, because pretty much everyone that works at this company loves collecting. They love the history of it. So these sort of editorial articles really are designed for us to share our passion, share the history, educate, and it's yielding pretty good discoverability for us as a company. Like in terms of the last 2 weeks, we've quadrupled the number of people who are coming to our website to visit it for the first time ever. And it's largely because we're rolling out more editorial content that's really meant for people that are asking basic questions. Like, what is the first comic that, Miguel O'Hara was in? This article answers that question. What is this costume from Spider-Man 2099? Like, what comic is that from? This article answers that question. So we're answering questions while, providing some depth and some history and sort of contributing to the conversation. We love it. Like, I'm super stoked for it. We're getting a writer on our team, which I'm very excited about. So we're going to be pumping out more and more written content, and I'm here for it. My first job professionally was as a journalist. So this scratches a part of my brain that I haven't got to scratch for a while, because it's all been video and graphics since I've been at VeVe.
And this is on our currently, where can you find this? This is up on our blog. Like, I know we have the blog with the actual drop information, but this is a separate article from that.
Correct. You just go to the news category. If you go to the blog and you swap over the news category, you're going to see a whole bunch of editorials in there. And that's us writing about different things. There's different buckets we're trying to hit. So we're talking about technology and innovation and how we're tied into it. We're talking about histories of characters that you should care about. We're talking about, if you go to that, what are the rarest Star Wars collectibles? Yeah. That's full of Aaron's pictures of his own collectibles that he gave and provided to us so we could supplement the information we're providing with some nice visuals. But
it is true.
It's super cool. So if you go into like an incognito window, so you erase all of your cache essentially, and you type in something like, what are the rarest Star Wars collectibles? Pretty good chance you're probably going to find that article on the front page of Google. Like, that's the whole point of what we're doing, is we're trying to make discoverability a thing. We're not having to pay for it. We're just injecting ourselves in the right conversations, and we leave those breadcrumbs. You know, if we're talking about Luke Skywalker, we throw a link, and if they click that, they're checking out the product display page for Luke Skywalker. So we're not banging you over the head. Come buy our stuff. Come buy our stuff. We're giving you some value, talking about stuff we love. You know, and if you want to check out our products, please do. You know, we'd love to have you. That's kind of the angle we're going with for that. And it's, like I said, it's doing really well for us so far.
That's awesome. If you want to find out the blog about, we announced Spider-Man 2099 just a few days ago, of course, and all the information's in the blog about the drop. And if you go to our, site right here, the drop is happening. Look at the countdown. It's going. The countdown's speeding up, guys. It's coming soon. Spidey, Max, how are you feeling about this collectible? Are you pumped or what? I'm just pumped. I'm sorry, I can't help myself.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Anything Spider-Man, I'm already a big fan of. So this, he looks so, like, in detail. The detail is so awesome on this one. I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, Magic, what do you think? I mean,
same. Yeah, Spider-Man is probably one of my more favorite characters to collect in Marvel. And yeah, these look really, really nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be getting one for sure.
Yeah, totally. And so that'll be happening tomorrow. Good luck on that. Have fun with that. That's fantastic. Now, we just had this one to talk about too. This is Marvel Artworks that we just announced. This is Frank Cho. Vampirella #1, absolutely stunning. This is now live, the auction. You can go to our Artworks tab. If you actually go to, if you're new here, just go to Artworks right here, and you can see it's right there. It's dropping soon, actually. So I think that's actually today. I think it's later today. It's supposed to, I think it's actually supposed to start pretty much now. So it's either now or early next week. Either way, we'll get the info for you guys. It's all posted on our X page as well. But absolutely amazing. I don't have a 1 of 1 in my collection, and I need a 1 of 1.
If you can't do the 1 for 1 and you like Frank Cho and you like his style, I think one of his favorite collectibles from a lot of people I've talked to is the DC Supergirl collectible. Is his design. It's that beautiful depiction of Supergirl kind of like springing upwards into the sky. That's Frank Cho. Yeah, very distinctive artist, really good at anatomy. Like, he's an anatomy drawer. He studies a lot of anatomy work. So really, really clean stuff.
Absolutely awesome. This one's going to be available soon for you guys right here. And then, of course, Bladesmith issue 2 is also been announced. So this is another one of those with 24/7. Of course, we did have the actor. Did we have no, that was the Ultraman actor that we had. That was also
Christopher Sean.
Yeah, exactly. But this comic right here, this is the issue 2. So if you want to check that out, that'll be dropping soon as well, for sure. One thing I wanted to do right here, guys, is that we do have a reveal that we wanted to save for this. I wanted you guys to be here for this, which is really cool. Hopefully you guys are pumped as I am about it.
I should have checked the drop notes. What is the reveal? Okay, I remember what the reveal is. I was like, what?
You know what the reveal is? Yeah.
I do. Okay.
Okay, cool. And but we'll have all the information about this coming out very shortly, in a day or so, with posts and promotions and everything. Should we do it, you guys, or what? We've got the Human Torch coming from the Fantastic Four.
Such a clean collectible. Oh my gosh. The costuming on this, once we reveal fully, but a lot of comic book references, you're going to know exactly. A thing that happened, we talked about that Wolverine drop earlier, where it was like 3 colorways of the same character in the same costume, but in different poses. A thing that we're trying to do when there's multiple colorways is ensuring that the costumes are reflecting unique comic depictions. that relate to an important moment in time. And so for this one, each of the depictions you're getting are referencing like specific comic book eras for the character, which I love because it kind of gives you a snapshot of that character from the golden age all the way into the current age. I think it adds a layer of like collectability to it. For me, I don't want to collect the same, you know, everyone do what they want to do. You know, I'm not here to rain or pray, but for me, I like variety. I like spice of life. And I like to talk about the stuff I like to collect. You know, if I have 5 things, I want 5 different things to talk about if it's the same character. So I'm stoked for this one. Slick animations too. The fire animations are so good.
You're going to leave us hanging by not showing the animation?
Yeah, you got to wait for that. I'm getting them approved. I promise.
Are we going to get a drop date?
Oh yeah, this is coming up very soon. You have to wait for the drop date announcement officially because you never know what could change. Anything could happen. But in the next couple of days here, you should see the reveal with all the information. And like Corey said, animations are just absolutely wild. Kind of like we've never seen, in my opinion. But stay tuned. We just wanted to give you a little teaser today, but this is coming out very soon. Hey, Corey.
Yep. All the things are coming soon. It feels like we got a lot of stuff coming this year. It's going to be a cool year.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I did now want to switch gear, guys, because we're coming to the end of the video. And, you know, we do have some sad news, of course, to share that most of the community would already know. So I'm just going to bring up a couple things on screen right here that we can just talk about as much as we like. But unfortunately, we have lost some VeVe fam recently, some really, important people that, of course, we all love and have great memories with. First person just to mention is Butt Thompson, one of our OGs. I'll ask you guys for thoughts in just a second here. He passed away, and thanks so much to Inform Mint for letting us know. And if you have any, obviously, if you want to share some well wishes, please do so on X. We also lost, of course, Village, who... pardon me, excuse me, but really great memories with that guy. And so, if you have things you want to share about Village, please do so under the post as well. And we also lost Lori Queen. So open it up to you guys if you wanted to share any thoughts you have about either of the 3 of these amazing members of our community. I have great memories myself, so we're really sad that they're gone, but they'll never be forgotten.
Yeah, so Butt Thompson was actually one of the, for me personally, a YouTube pioneer in the VeVe space. He was one of the first ones that, first of all, his intro was "I'm butting up back with another video." That was like that.
And then a spreadsheet, and then super long spread. It was such a juxtaposition,
Yeah, that jolted you into paying attention, and then you would get into the collectibles and the values and stuff. So I would really follow him at the beginning of my VeVe journey. So I do want to, just thank him and his legacy for I kind of that in a way that made me feel like I could start a YouTube channel too. Bud's pretty cool. Let me give this a go. So, and then now, I have a YouTube channel with Janie. So I do want to thank him for that. And Village, oh my goodness, what can I say about Village? Where do I even start with that guy? We had many, many, many great times together on Spaces. My guy told the lamest dad jokes, but he knew they were so lame that it was just like, at some point, he was just doing it on purpose, and we loved him for it. Shout out to Village, all the dad jokes. He was very, very intelligent when it came to the market. I got a lot of market advice and information from Vil, and I've always just appreciated him for just being himself at all costs. He was never afraid to be himself, and for better or worse, Village, you always knew you were getting a genuine conversation with Village. And Lori, I honestly, I never really got to hang out with Lori much, but I do remember her and her husband always giving us, just the biggest hugs IRL and the Comic-Cons. And I'll never forget, I actually saw her in those Louboutins that VeVe dropped. I was like, yo, Lori got those?
Awesome.
She got money. I was just thinking that in my head, but nah, Lori was always warm and kind-hearted and always gave us big hugs. So, it's been a rough week, guys, for all of us with these VeVe community members, you know, I just want to say to everybody, man, because you never know. We just, on behalf of Janie and I, thank you for being our friends. Thank you for hanging out with us at the cons, and we're blessed to be in such a beautiful community, and we just love y'all. So yeah, I wanna end it with that. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. How about you, Magic? Anything you want to share? It's whatever you feel.
Sure. Yeah. So, I wasn't very familiar with Butt Thompson. I knew the name, but I hadn't really caught any of his content. I was more in Spaces back in the beginning than YouTube. Tragic and awful. What a week.
Yeah.
Village. We were actually sitting alongside the water when we got the news, and we just had a moment. And you know, Janie got pretty emotional, and she just said, "Man, I really love you guys." And this one, it hurt. This one hurt a lot. I remember Village when he first came into Spaces, and I'm just like, who's this kid? And he just really came in with very pure heart and intentions, and really stood on his like ground, his morals, and was just unapologetically himself. And he gained a lot of respect. You know, he was a younger man, but he gained a lot of respect from the entire community, rightfully so. Like so. Yeah, very well respected guy. And Lori, man, I spent a lot of time in Spaces with her. She really loved this community. She loved working with Al and trying to do stuff for charity. She and I, a couple years ago in New York, had a really good conversation, just a lovely heart to heart. And she just shared some very, very beautiful words with me of encouragement and love. And I always really appreciated her. And obviously this stuff, especially the last two and how they passed, hits really hard for me with my history of losing a VeVe fam member. So it hurts. My heart goes out to the entire community and their friends and family and loved ones.
Yeah, beautifully said. Before we transition, Corey, into our Collectors at Heart, which celebrates community members, do you have any thoughts as well on?
Yeah, for me, it's really an echo of what Amy said there. And really, there's nothing I can say that you all haven't already said. But when it comes down to it, you know, Silicone Sure, Kevin Loader, you know, the list just keeps going on. It now more than ever, remember why we're here and what we're doing. And the point of being the place where the world collects isn't so much about the things we're collecting, but it's kind of, as cheesy as it sounds, the relationships that we build along the way with the people. I mean, a lot of us are here maybe not for a vault value or to get a first appearance, but it's because we've met and found people that we really genuinely, truly love being around. And, you know, for me, it was Kevin Loader. Kevin Loader was just such a surprising loss for me. I'm still flabbergasted by it. And it's all of these things are just a reminder to take that extra minute at the end of the day. And I'm one of the worst, but check your messages, see who's reaching out to you, and you never know what's going to happen. So hold the people you love close, make those relationships count. And let's remember all the amazing things that all these people have contributed to our lives. And that's how we honor them and move forward. That's pretty much for me. Tough times, just overall. My condolences to everyone that was close to all of these people.
Yeah, beautifully said. And thank you so much, you guys, for sticking around to do that. Really special. And, you know, we're going to, you know, talk about the Collectors at Heart, episode 6, final episode of, you know, the Metaverse Life series, season 2. We're going to play it right here to kind of sign us off, because I think it's a perfect transition into just, you know, being with our community members, being with the people that we care about, celebrating what we're here for. And I don't know about you guys, but the song, it's just, for me, it's like on repeat, right? So I don't know what you guys think, but just before we let you go, Magic, thank you so much for everything you did at San Diego Comic-Con. We'll definitely see you on the channel again and at future events. And same with you, Max. Thanks for coming on. Give a big hug to Janie from all of us, you know, and Corey, I mean, dude, what a week, hey? What a crazy week, right, guys?
Ups and downs.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys too. One thing I want to mention, you guys in the background, you guys also worked hard. Josh on my way, Flexi, everybody back at headquarters, I guess we call it. You guys were in the trenches there with us, trying to pump all this content out. So big salute to you guys as well. I don't want to I don't want to leave without mentioning that as well, because you guys deserve flowers too. So salute to you guys.
Very supportive. We appreciate it immensely.
Yeah.
It's the least we can do for all you guys do for us.
For sure. Now, everybody, we'll see you in the next live stream coming up, hopefully next week. Stay tuned for all our announcements and everything. And Corey, you might want to sign us off again.
Yeah, until we see you in the next one. Happy collecting, folks.
Here comes, get ready.
Come on. Oh, did he get it? Ah!
Find the stories, find the spark, pieces of magic lighting up the dark, from distant worlds to where we start, 'cause we're all collectors at heart, 'cause we're all collectors at heart, no matter where we are, we're VeVe collectors at heart. At heart. We're all collectors at heart.
After the, well, interesting experience with the legendary Dr. Prophet in Portugal, it was time to head off to the next destination on this Collectors at Heart adventure. I touched down in London, home to Big Ben, the Royal Palace, and centuries of monarchy and tradition. From regal landmarks to hidden markets, this city wears its history like a crown.
There's my guy.
I am honored to meet up with the vibrant and lovable VeVe collector Vibesman, who takes me to Lore of the Land, a pub owned by film director Guy Ritchie, a kitschy place full of art and production design akin to his style of filmmaking.
From an early age, I became obsessed with photography. I saved ring pulls from Coca-Cola cans so that I could own my first camera. The camera was very basic, but I was so excited about the freedom it gave me to capture as many moments as I could. My collecting journey started a long time ago. I was incredibly lucky that my dad took me to see Star Wars, which was my first big screen movie experience. From that moment, I collected as much as I could from a galaxy far, far away. My next big collecting passion is music. Albums, guitars, concert tickets, set lists, artwork. This is not a choice. I always need music in my life. I first heard about VeVe when Disney's Golden Moments were launched. I knew it was a big deal to see all these amazing characters, especially the partner statue, which, along with the gold and silver logo, is my most prized VeVe collectible. When I first used the VeVe app, it made me feel the same excitement I'd felt as a child collecting Star Wars toys. I was also blown away by the AR technology, and I remember being so excited about the creative possibilities of combining AR with video and photography. I really love the inspiration that VeVe has brought to my videos and photography. It's so satisfying to be able to create something new utilising such outstanding collectibles. For me, being a collector at heart is all about sharing the joy of this journey with so many incredible people from all over the world. We inspire each other both creatively and personally. I feel very lucky to be part of this beautiful VeVe community.
After sending Vibesman off on his own adventure to New York Comic Con, I met up with the London VeVe fam, where we started the day at Forbidden Planet, a comic shop home to cards, comics, and collectibles. Then they took me around London on an adventure that I'll never forget. After saying goodbye to the London VeVe fam, it was time to conclude the European journey of this adventure. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit emotional as this journey comes to a close, but I am so grateful to everyone I met along the way. Their passion, their open hearts, and their drive to collect is inspiring. We've formed bonds as we've unified in the same mantra. We are all collectors at heart.
We got heroes, we got dreams, Spidey swings and a force that gleams. From Gotham Knights to Future's glow, we're chasing legends everywhere we go. We find the stories, we find the spark, pieces of magic lighting up the dark. From distant worlds to where we start, 'cause we're all collectors at heart. Capes that fly and shields that stand, we hold the power in our hands. From time machines to worlds unknown, we're building universes of our own. Ooh. We find the stories, we find the spark, pieces of magic lighting up the dark. From distant worlds to where we start, 'cause we're all collectors at heart. 'Cause we're all collectors at heart. No matter where we are, we're VeVe collectors at heart. We're all collectors at heart. We're all collectors at heart. No matter where we are, we're VeVe collectors at heart.